Hello, my wonderful friends. Magus with you on a beautiful day in Asha. If you're brand new to the channel, we're Zoroastrians. We are the Magi, and I am so excited for today's message. You know, I'm going to give you something today that I promise you will change your life, because I've done it myself. And a word that they use for what we're going to do today is samadhi. And it's going behind the veil. It's going to the real, to the truth, living in bliss. And I'm going to show you how to do that very simply today. So before we get to that though, you know, we've been here at this channel for 6 years, 3 months. And then BFA Books has been around for 10 years. We just had our 10-year anniversary, and we have a new book out. It's called The Little Gondola, and I'm going to leave a link at the end of this video. Do me a favor, go watch it and listen to the message behind it and the end of the book. There's so much there. I promise you, you'll love it. So look at this. I've been thinking a lot about AI, artificial intelligence, the internet. And you know, when we want to know something, what do? We Google it, right? But someone had to put that foundation in there. That came from someone's mind, their information. And this line here, I'm going to call it the artificial intelligence. I'm going to call it, you know, think of it like it could be the Bible. It could be the Quran. Something that they base this information on, this intelligence. And you know what you'll find as you go around different places around the world and different times, there's a different line here. And I started to think about something funny, but just like King David. And he had thousands of wives, and he was considered a friend of God. Right? But nowadays here in the U.S., if you have more than one wife, you're no friend of God, right? They don't think much of you. And so, but in his time, it was okay. Matter of fact, he was celebrated. And here it's bad. So what is good? What is bad? Right? It depends on the information that is put in this line. But behind this line, behind this information, behind this veil, there's a real. There's an ultimate truth. But you're told never to go there. Don't you dare look behind this veil. You'll get deceived by a devil. You'll go to hell. Don't do it. My friends, but my God, I had to see what was behind that veil. And guess what? It was beautiful. It was bliss. It was pure, unconditional love. It was light without the darkness, right? They told us you can't have that. You can't have light without the darkness. You can't have good without the bad. My friends, you've been lied to. There's an artificial intelligence. I could put up there BS if I wanted to. My friends, you got to go behind that veil. So here you are, and you're always seeing this, and you'll see it in history. People, they want to break away from their oppressors, but they get away, but they never break away from that oppression because this has become a part of them. The beliefs that you hold, you're going to see the world, create your world with that, depending on what God you have. If your God is a God of war, and you're trying to get away from war, you're not going to get away from it, because that's the spirit you've taken into you. You know, look at the different gods around the world. There's gods of peace and love. There's gods of war. There's people that, you know, they eat the animals. They make their clothes out of the animals. There's other tribes that they make their clothes out of cotton, and the animals are their friends. And so whatever beliefs they hold is the world they're going to create. So we got to find the real. Grab your book, Asha. It says it so beautifully. Go to Asha 2. If you don't have Asha yet, I'll leave a link in the drop-down description. It's the ancient Magi text, and there's nothing like them. All the money goes to charity. Asha 2 says, know only good. To know, when this was written, it's to be it, to be one with. A man would know his wife. The two would become one. My friends, know only good. Only the real. Only the love, the light that's unmixed, the highest principle. Be only that. Understand only that. It says, perceive and understand only the good, and let your experience be the same. My friends, the energy we hold is the world we create. So we want to hold the real. We want to hold this to create this. We don't want to hold this. Whatever we hold is what we're going to create. My friends, but how do we know more than this? How do we know more than the Bible, a Quran, a Gita, the governments we're raised in, the traditions we're raised in? We're told you don't look past that. You'll be punished. You'll be ostracized. My friends, how do you get to this? You get to that from going inside. Asha 2 says, be aware at all times of your high standing. Always remember the covenant written on your heart, that you might not forget you are a child of the King. It's written in your heart, the Fravashi, that divine spark. You got to go inside. You got to turn off all that information. Set it down. You can always pick up your Qurans and your Bibles and your Gitas and your traditions up again. But trust God enough to set them down for a moment and say, Spirit, show me the real. And you quiet the mind. And as the thoughts start to come in, you quiet them. The fear comes in, you quiet it. And you trust good Spirit. And my friends, that's the time I went into that samadhi, that place, and I saw that real, and it's pure. It was unmixed. It wasn't a God that sent good and evil. He didn't love and hate. It wasn't peace and war. It was pure good, pure light, pure love. I had been lied to. God is the highest principle of good. As high as you can dream, it's better than that. My friend, it's beautiful. It's bliss. So I'm going to ask you today, go into your heart of hearts. I want to share one more thing with you. Yesterday, I pulled out my tarot deck, shuffled them up. I pulled the Magician, and I pulled the Empress. And then this morning, as I was asking Spirit for a message from my wonderful friends, I shuffled them up. I pulled the Magician. I pulled the Empress. I put them back in. I thought, well, maybe I didn't shuffle them very well. And so I shuffle them again. Boom! A card pops out. It's the Magician. I look and split the deck. It's the Empress. This is the message Spirit wanted for us today. And you'll see the Magician, and he's got one arm raised to the air and the other pointing to the earth. He's bringing from the other realm, from the heavenlies, that frequency, and he's manifesting it into the world. My friends, he could also be pointing at his heart right there with his upraised hand. My friends, we got to draw out that real, draw out that truth to create it. And then the Empress, she's pregnant, right? The two become one. And then there's three. She's pregnant with this energy that we hold, and it will manifest in your world. So we need to make sure we're not getting from someone else's foundation. We need to make sure we're going to pure spirit, my friends, to see our world change. Otherwise, we're always going to be living in that mixed state where it never satisfies. Imagine the whole world living out of pure love, pure light, the true spirit of God good. Imagine the world we would create. All right, guys, if you're still here, I love you so much. Check out this video. And then do me a favor. If you enjoy the story, and really listen to what's behind the words in the story. There's so much there. We're going to break it down over time. But leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, and listen to this beautiful story of the little gondola named Amore. I love, love, love you.